this is one of the places, like, Keith Haring and I would love to come here. Jean-Michel would join us, and we would have good meals here on the regular. And it was consistently the exact, it's great when you can go to some place, they have the exact same food. Come on, this is it.
Still the same?
Still exactly the same.
That's encouraging.
Which is great. It's great.
You've brought hip-hop culture to a very finite number of people initially on the Lower East Side. Totally changed the world.
Teenagers at that time were doing something interesting, so I wanted to find some people that would listen to these ideas, and that's what led me to the Lower East Side and to connect with...
I guess you met Glenn O'Brien.
Glenn O'Brien, yeah.
Hi, and welcome to TV Party. Fred, why don't you tell us a little bit about what the Holy Land looks like? I want you to know that I've been to the Holy Land, and the Holy Land is so funky. It's funky, Bella. It's funky.
And through that connection is where I met all these people that listened to all these ideas I had. And that was David Byrne, Chris Stein, and Debbie Harry, and so many amazing people that were just like, yeah, tell me more.
What I think is under-celebrated about you guys in particular was your kindness. You were famously really, really supportive of the people you came up with, your contemporaries and people around you who weren't doing as well. You know, let each other sleep on
Well, there was
each other's
nothing at
floors.
stake.
There was nothing at stake. I just think a lot of people had low expectations. You didn't. I mean, you had a plan.
Well, no, if we had a plan, we would have made more money and not got so completely over by the industry, as it were.
We had a plan to survive.
Yeah, I mean,
we had a plan to keep going doggedly. But I think the thing that was so attractive about that period was you weren't locked in to one format or one form, you know. It was just everybody was doing everything.
You introduced the entirely revolutionary notion that street art was, in fact, really art.
The painting that we did on the street was coming from a place that pop art came from as well, like popular culture, magazines, advertising, comics. And so some of the first people to buy paintings from me and Jean-Michel was Chris and Debbie from Blondie. And then they also commissioned me, Lee Quinones, and Jean-Michel to do sets and art and participate in their music videos, some of the very first.
Your support and work with Fab Five Freddy, I mean, look at the soundtrack to the whole world now. It's hip-hop. That connection, that crossover there, you got to put considerable muscle and gravitas.
I talked to all these record company guys, and I'd say 98% of them told me it was a fad.
It's not gonna last.
It's gonna go away in 5 years.
And you recorded a song that was hugely...
Well, I will say, you know, like I'm very proud of the fact that, you know, we created a format that didn't exist in rap until then, and that is that we wrote a song that had a rap in it.
Yeah, those guys were sampling still.
The rapping was all just scratching and sampling, so we, you know, made it viably commercial.
And then, you know, yet another earth-shattering event, a Wild Stop.
I had an idea that if we could make a movie and show that this rapping, this dancing, and this DJing was one thing. So I was on a trip to Germany not long after the film had aired, and I see these kids breakdancing. I'm like, what the hell's going on? As I got closer, I noticed the moves the kids were doing were the exact same moves that the Rocksteady crew does in Wild Style. But I then knew that this was going to translate globally.
I remember that film opening, and that was a nuclear bomb. And it ended up being like the second highest grossing.
Second to Terms of Endearment, which not many people think about now, but yeah.
And
we did
film,
well.
You gotta love that moment of corporate terror in the film industry when people are looking at the weekend grosses and it's like, what's this? Who is this audience that did not appear in our metrics?
No, it was a great experience.